It's no secret that gaming laptops are getting more powerful and thinner every single year, and with that comes more heat. And how would you deal with all that heat? One way to deal with it is to get a laptop cooler like this Razer Cooling Pad, but is it worth the $150 price tag? Let's check that out. Let me know if you use a gaming laptop and what brand is it. The cooling pad will fit 14 to 18 inch laptops, and we'll see how they do that later. In the box, you get this accessory box that has a couple different sized air vents for different sized laptops. And the cooler itself, not much to the unboxing here. The cooler has 3 buttons on the side to power it on, control the fans, and the RGB if you don't want to use Razer Synapse. The USB cable on the back would plug into your laptop to power the 3 USBs in the back. This little stand in the front can move front and back to adjust where your laptop rests to maybe get better coverage for the cool air. Going back to those different sized air vents, they have foam to give a better seal and maybe help with the sound. And don't worry, we'll talk about the fan noise later. The vents all magnetically stick to the cooler for easy swapping out. Overall, the construction feels well built and not cheap. I would sure hope so for $150. So it being a Razer product, it will use Razer Synapse. And honestly, it's not that bad. You have the fan controllers where you can set it to high, medium, or low. I would show you the smart fan curve, but I updated the firmware just before making this video and it kinda broke that feature. It also broke the CPU and GPU monitors. Basically, you can just set the speed of the fan to the temperature of your laptop. The higher the temperature, the faster the fan. The lighting was kind of underwhelming. Not the effects, but just the overall brightness. I was kind of hoping it would wrap around the whole cooler and maybe be brighter. You do have some nice effects though. You have all the standard effects and you can mirror your game or movies. I got mine to work with Wallpaper Engine. And this is where some creators might lie to you and say they had huge FPS boosts and massive temperature drops. I'm not gonna lie to you, there was an FPS boost and a temperature drop, but just not that much. I turned the cooler fans on max and the laptop fans to about 70% for all these tests. While sitting in a game of Deep Rock with no cooler, I was getting low 90s for my CPU and around 74 for my GPU. And with the Razer cooler, my CPU was hovering around the low 80s and the GPU was 61 degrees. A 10 degrees difference is not bad if you can put up with the fan noise. And the benchmarks had the same results with a 10 degrees difference using the cooler. Now these are just tests on my laptop. Your laptop could be completely different. Your vents could be bigger or smaller, so your results may vary. Now let's talk about fan noise because it does get pretty loud on high. So at the end of the day, I did get a little bit more FPS and a little bit better temperatures, but is it really worth $150? I personally don't think so. You could probably get a cheaper one on Amazon and get the same result or pretty close to it. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below and thanks for watching.